Welcome to Season 3 of the nationally recognized award-winning Yours in Education show, where we spotlight the incredible people, programs, and partnerships shaping the future of students and families across Placer County. Coming up, see how Placer County students are getting a head start on college and careers with programs to prepare them for the jobs of tomorrow. Plus, how students are gaining real-world experience from professional internships in high school to third graders learning to anchor their own school newscast.
Every day is a different day. I love making a difference with the students.
And later, meet the Teacher of the Year, making a lasting impact, helping young adults gain skills and confidence for life beyond the classroom. Each of these stories highlights the power of connection, collaboration, and care in education. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss a moment. Welcome to a brand new season of Yours in Education, brought to you by the Placer County Office of Education. I'm your host, Kellie DeMarco, and with me, as always, is the Placer County Superintendent of Schools, Gayle Garbolino-Mojica. Great to see you, Gayle.
Nice to see you too, Kellie.
You know, Gayle has done so much. She is a visionary leader, a passionate advocate, and for nearly 2 decades, she has been setting the pace for public education, not just here in Placer County, but all across California. And under Gayle's leadership, students are thriving and our schools continue to lead the way. And Gayle, as we wrap up another school year, it's always an exciting time. It's really a time to celebrate all the incredible work that is happening all across your schools. Talk about that and some of the ways that you're celebrating this year.
You know, Kellie, it's great when the school year is ending and we look at what we've accomplished throughout the whole year. There are so many things to be proud of in our schools and what they've accomplished. One of my favorite end of the year activities is when we get to acknowledge and celebrate all the wonderful employees that we have that work in Placer County, whether you are a teacher or a counselor or a paraprofessional, or you work security or in the lunchroom or in the transportation department. We host a reception where we bring everybody together and honor the greatest that we have of that year. And it's just such a positive event, and it really invigorates me knowing that we have such highly dedicated, passionate individuals working in all capacities in our schools.
Well, and you know too, it just takes a village. It's, you know, we talk a lot about on this show the amazing work that teachers are doing in the classroom, but there's so many players that oftentimes that we don't see behind the scenes that make things possible.
True. I mean, we would not have our test scores where they are throughout the state of California, which are very competitive, without the great instructional staff that we have. But we also need to recognize that there are people behind the scenes, custodians, instructional aides, school psychologists, counselors, principals, and everybody else that are all coming together who have a primary focus of lifting up public education in our county.
And I hear that we have some video of Gayle taking the mound. Your first pitch, what is this all about?
So we have the Lincoln Potters, and the Lincoln Potters are a baseball team that's located in Placer County, and they had a Teacher of the Year special that night where we were able to honor 3 of our teachers who were elementary, middle school, and high school teachers of the year. And they asked me to throw out the first pitch, which, I mean, I think that I'm an athletic person, but I never played baseball or softball growing up. So at the end of the day, I was not really thrilled with my pitch. I was told I released it too late, but the little 7-year-old next to me, I mean, she hit it. She threw a pitch that hit the catcher's glove. So I
love that. It's just a fun way to get out and see the community. And you're brave. That's like one of my biggest fears is the first pitch or singing the national anthem.
Well, I'm not going to sing the national anthem, but you know, I tried to practice, but when push came to shove, my pitch did hit the dirt. So.
I love that. Well, you're just like all of us, Gayle. It's just one of those things. So much great work to celebrate and a lot to look forward in this year ahead. Today on Yours in Education, we're really taking a closer look at how Placer County schools are prepping kids for the future, for workforce. This is things like college credit programs, career pathways, internships. How are your schools staying ahead of the curve to make sure that these students are prepared for the future?
You know, Kelly, one of the important things when we look at CTE is the variety of coursework and pathways that we have in our middle schools and high schools that lead to a job, and preferably lead to a job that is located in our community. We don't necessarily want to educate all of our children and then they go to college and then they can't relocate back to the region and to our county to then work in a professional capacity. So a lot of the pathways, you know, healthcare is an industry, agriculture is an industry, computer science, engineering, technology, those are all industries, strong industries in our county and our region. So I'm really proud of the work that a lot of our schools do so that when they are offering these pathways to our students, it actually can lead to a real life employment here locally so that we can benefit from that expertise.
And we know, I mean, just doing stories in these past few years, that not all kids go to college and they need these kind of real world training, and it feels like it's really working out for students of Placer County.
Well, you know, and CTE is a variety. You can have CTE coursework that's going to be a pathway into college and institutions of higher education. And then we have pathways that are going to lead to certification. And so there's a variety of ways in which pathways high quality pathways can really contribute to a local economy. And I think our schools have done a really good job of doing that.
Well, let's take a closer look at one of those programs in the Tahoe Truckee Unified School District, where high school students are getting a head start on college and careers through what's called dual enrollment. This particular program gives students real-world training in emergency medical response, all while earning college credit.
Checking for airway.
It's actually a lab class, so there's 18 hours of labs that we need to do outside of our regular class day.
Being in this class has meant so much to me in so many different ways.
I think it's a great opportunity to get a great start. It's definitely helping me prepare and keeping me on track for everything that I need to do.
When do you switch?
These programs are important because they offer students the opportunity to experience the possible jobs they might be interested in. So mainly focusing with the emergency response pathway, we're looking at fire as a career, emergency medicine as a career, even becoming a doctor or ski patrol or volunteering for search and rescue.
How are you going to know how severe it is for the patient, though?
What makes it a unique college course is it's not just academically driven, so there is a lot of academic information they need to retain and hold on to, but that academic information also relates to physical skills that they need to complete when they're working with their patient to try and figure out what might be going on.
My mom is a firefighter. She's a wildland firefighter. So she has her EMT, so a lot of it comes from her and seeing how cool of a job she has.
I've learned that I definitely need to take a step back and think about what I'm doing before I actually do it, because a lot of medical is you got to determine what you can do to the patient to help the patient before actually moving on.
I really enjoy teaching this class. This is a really fun class to teach. I have students that are interested in actually becoming doctors. I have students that are interested in going into fire. I'm glad it's part of the district. It also fits our area very well because of our fire situation, our urban interface, wildland firefighting, as well as our ski patrol and guiding situations, and just our hospital as well. So it fits into our community in a lot of different ways.
And if kids successfully complete that class, they'll not only earn their EMR certification, they'll also earn 3.5 college credits. Well, from college credit to real-world experience at Confluence High School, an alternative school in Auburn, schools are taking their interests beyond the classroom through internships that really connect them with professional mentors. Here's a look at their Learning Through Interest program.
If you want to do something that's hands-on,
This is Confluence High School.
do an interest-based project on anything that you want. Could be band, could be drums.
And when they come here, we kind of have a process where we call it unschooling. We want them to learn how to start thinking for themselves. And we had the rebranding to Confluence. It allowed the staff and teachers, which we call advisors, to be able to teach in a way that is more, let's just say productive for continuation students.
Should I write something about like how I want my saving goal of like every paycheck I want to save half and put half into a bank account?
I want them to be able to learn that they are far more capable than what they think they are. I want them to be able to find a passion in life.
And being a student at Confluence has really affected me, and it's really benefited me, I would say. It's allowed me to grow, overcome many mental challenges I had, allowed me just to fully develop as a person, I would say.
Copy.
Explore new interests I never thought I would have.
We also have our internship program, which happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where students can actually go and get hands-on experience in a real-world learning environment, like a local business.
2 bales a week strong.
Definitely learning how to have a work ethic, staying on task, working the best I can. Interacting with customers was huge.
You are at Echo Valley Ranch, and we're a feed and pet supply, and we've been in business for 50 years. We have loader kids, and we have yard people, and we have counter people, and it's an amazing store. We go to all the schools in our area and do job interviews. We let them come in and place people just to help. My favorite are the Confluence kids. They want to work. They have a work ethic already. They have a need, they have a desire, and then when they get here, they're awesome.
You have a wonderful day, ma'am.
I could definitely see a difference in myself. I'm a lot more open. I can talk freely with customers, and I just feel like I'm a lot more social in that aspect.
The district's always incredibly supportive of whatever I've needed, and I take great pride in the fact that I get to make a difference in these kids' lives. It's truly a privilege and an honor to be able to do the job I do every day.
And it's never too early to start exploring career pathways, even in elementary school. At Eureka Union School District, third graders are stepping in front of the camera, anchoring their very own school news program. Let's take a look at Cub News.
I had this idea for Cub News, just trying to look to build community across campus. That's where the vision started, and then it was like, okay, well, what skills can we get going with it? And collaboration's a big one, and just getting kids confident and sharing, and the teamwork is the best part of all of it. And I realized that my kids really like playing with the technology, so I just thought, why not make a broadcast? We sit in a circle and we talk about what we're going to do today, what segments are being recorded, who's working on new segments, or what lines need to be prepared.
Cubs News is a way for all of our teachers and for our students to know kind of what's happening. We do a lot of great things on campus, like we have a dance show coming up, those kind of things.
What I like the best about Cubs News is probably editing and being on camera.
I've learned a bunch of the things in editing about making elements, backgrounds, some sound effects.
When I come to class, I feel excited because I get to see a bunch of kids that I really got to know well, and I really enjoy it.
They learn this kind of professional side of we can be a little silly on camera, we can show a little bit of personality, but it's also super important that we're taking it serious because the school is ready to see our work.
It's a lot of fun to see those kids sit down in front of that green screen and they just keep rolling, and to know that they sat down, they were so nervous, and then they did their interview or they did their segment, and then they get up and you can just see the relief melt off of them.
The goal is to be collaborative and research and be able to come up with who's their audience and who are they writing for. And really it's all about having fun though.
Gayle, I have to say I was very impressed with their on-camera anchoring skills. I mean, from my background, I can say third graders have just nailed it.
You know, Kelly, it was great to see that. And that's one of the beauties of career technical education is when you expose students to it at an early age, you develop curiosity, a desire, they have a lot of fun doing it. And who knows, maybe in the next couple of years, we'll see some new news anchors on our local TV stations.
I sure hope so. I think that the girls said that they were a little more into it. So we'll see. Maybe one of those girls will pop up on our local news. All right, let's turn our focus now to teachers. And this year's Placer County High School Teacher of the Year, Holly Gotwals, teaches in the Adult Transition Program in Rockland Unified. And she really helps students with disabilities build skills for independent living and meaningful employment. Watch how she's helping students build skills and confidence for life beyond the classroom.
You saw this on the back. What do you think this might say?
I love coming to work every day because every day is a different day. I love making a difference with the students.
Rockland Unified's Adult Transition Program serves students 18 to 22, so post-graduation. It's students with special needs who are moderately to severely impacted by their disabilities.
And this is even maybe not for you, maybe it's for your pets.
Holly is wonderful because of her passion and her kindness. And one of my favorite things is that she helps the adult students believe in their future.
So go ahead and get your gloves on, and we're going to use the mirror right behind you.
After our program, the students go out into the adult world. I love being able to teach them independent living skills and teaching them skills that they're going to use later on in life.
Rub it all around.
I have a student that learned to tie their shoes for the first time at the age of 22. And it's just amazing, those little things.
Good job.
I think it's her kindness and empathy, and she believes that everyone can learn and they can have a meaningful contribution to their community and be a part of our community.
If you're going to store your cleaning supplies. I first started because my brother has special needs, and now he lives with me, and I can see all the work that these teachers have done have made him successful. So I want to do that for my students. I want to give them those skills. I want people in the community to know that our students can work and be successful.
And Gayle, it sounds like Holly is now going to advance to this statewide competition for Placer County?
Yes, you know, I loved watching that, and I love that Holly identified her why. She got into this because it hit home for her with her brother, and her passion and her dedication she brings every single day, that's at the center of her why. And we're just so grateful that she chose to teach in Placer County and share that skill and her love and her passion with us.
What a great teacher. Wishing her all the best in the state championships. All right, join us next time on Yours in Education as we explore how Placer County schools are creating pathways to student voice and choice. We're going to take you inside a district-wide portrait of a learner, show you how enrichment programs are sparking creativity and confidence, and how student leadership is shaping young voices, both in the classroom and across their communities. You won't want to miss it. New episodes launch every other month, so be sure to hit subscribe to stay updated and never miss a story. We would love to hear from you as well. Leave a comment below. Let us know what programs or topics you'd like us to feature next. And don't forget to check out all of our past episodes for more inspiring stories about education in Placer County.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for making Placer County Golden Education.